So, with the last of Air's Rock finally behind us, we meet up with Piers and make our way into the Gabopa Catacomb. This dungeon is full of colorful twists and turns, but surely nothing it could throw our way could beat the ordeals that we just faced. Right? Well, I guess there's one way to find out. You know what, I could spend all day just messing around with items and gens to try to figure out what the most optimal way to go into this place with. But where's the fun in that? Also, something tells me that this isn't exactly gonna be too brutal. So do I have a void on? This seems like an easy thing for me to forget. I guess we'll find out. If we go through this entire place without getting any... yep, there we go. Random encounter button is working. The setup we have with Piers is pretty interesting. It's a little anticlimactic, but it covers all our bases. We got AoE resisting, AoE attack boosting, and AoE defense boosting. He's kind of like a samurai without the name. Yeah... Maybe trying to get over-prepped is a little bit overkill. I'm gonna just say it now. I'm actually kind of dreading anything we do after this point in the game because, like I said, it's been about 10 years, if not more, and the furthest I ever gotten in Golden Sun in those 10 years is up to the boat. I don't even think I did the dungeon that the boat technically is in of itself. And I'm scared that I'm actually gonna not like the game because I seem to have grown a bit of a distaste towards open world games with how oversaturated they've become over the past couple of years. Cool! What a great way to start off a battle. Well, Quartz, you're getting your mileage today. Oh dear, is what I would say if Quartz wasn't freaking on the party member that fell in the first place. Wonderful. I should probably get rid of you before you do any more damage. I mean, on the bright side, it's not the end of the world. It sucks that Sheba misses out on some experience, but at least I can move the Jins over to a different party member and just have them revive her in the next battle. Just as long as that bowl doesn't happen right at the start of the battle again, but I would say, hey, but that's the randomizer, but oh, I'm dumb. Quartz was there the whole time. I see that over there, and I don't mind me. I will happily take the free mist potion. Alright, let's learn from our past mistakes and actually take care of Sheba. More importantly, let's get rid of that Doomslayer before it causes any more damage. Doomsayer. Potato, potato. Okay, we're good. In hindsight, I gotta remember that I have ground. That could have saved me from some heartache as well. It's kind of when you're doing something. I would say when you're playing a game you're already familiar with in a completely different way, it's easy to forget how things are supposed to go. But that would imply that Lost Age is familiar enough to me to get thrown off by changes. Anyways, I forgot where I was going at that point. No one has apply-like ability? I could have sworn someone did. There we go, I probably just lost it with all the class arrangement. Like, it's very easy to just get lost when you don't even remember the basics of how anything goes. I'm used to seeing, even just from constant playthroughs of Golden Sun 1, I'm used to ground being like a very late game Ginny, so it's easy to forget they have such a useful ability already. And something tells me that's gonna be the enemy. At least one time. Right. I just got a little sidetracked because I was going after that mist potion. Speaking of being able to use ground to assure that I don't have to go through bowl again. Why don't we put that into practice? Yeah, I just got all my Golden Sun fundamentals. Can you believe I was actually working on something Golden Sun related earlier on? Certainly doesn't seem like it. Then again, I'm gonna give myself all the breaks today because... what are the odds of running into you twice in a row? As I was saying... Timeout, did ground not work? Ground always works. How does ground not work? It always has been a thing, so why would it stop being a thing now? And... sorry, I got so distracted by whatever the heck was going on with ground that I don't remember what I was saying. It had to be something changed in the randomizer, but why would the randomizer change that of all things? Doomslayer, Fever, Kite, Cannon. Yeah, and it pauses the enemy from moving. I'm so confused. Welcome to how the back half of this game is gonna be. Did I mention how afraid I am about getting lost? Or just losing the fun of the game once we get on the boat? Well, if I haven't said it bluntly enough, now I have, so we probably only need to keep drilling on that point. Who goes faster? Well, that's unfortunate. You have fire attacking. Oh, what am I doing? I have freaking Magneto. So I gotta use this last gen if I want to summon. So I guess instead, do you have Volcano? Hold on, I wanna try a strat. I kite myself, that way I can summon and then use the elemental boost from the summon to boost my attack, or boost my fire synergy on the same turn. That's why I'm doing this otherwise really silly action, though in actuality I could probably also just use Ramsey. I'm probably not even gonna have the chance to try out this strat, but oh well. So... yeah, something tells me that there's no way this is gonna survive the hit. Yeah. Well, let's beat the brakes, I suppose. Like, unfortunately, I think we are gonna have to get rid of that weapon eventually, because it's so early game that I presume that it'll get to the point where the minor attack boost that it gives, that we eventually get to the point where the attack boost is so low that the multiplier from Magneto can't balance it out. I don't even want to think about that right now. That's just so sad of a thought, and I hate it. Well, 13 Hermit, let's see if anything good comes out of that. I mean, I won't complain about more free crystal powders. Sorry, I really want to do the silly strat that I was talking about before of just going right from summon to synergy. And to do that, having Shiva be faster does come to mind. This still results in me doing frickin' meteors right at the start of the battle, which is way more than enough overkill in of itself. Case in point. Oh, I did that backwards. Jenna needs to be faster than she does to do it. Shoot. Here I was, all ready to be awesome and cool, and instead I just make a complete and utter fool out of myself. All for just one salamander. I'm still never gonna forget that random time when ground didn't work. Lost Age gaps aren't gonna get me today, though this enemy arrangement might. I was gonna say, Golden Sun gaps ain't gonna get me today, and then I make that unfortunate mistake. We did get Pound already, right? Remembering that right before we need it isn't the most fortunate of times that I've ever had. Also, Gale is pretty busted. It's been working out pretty well for me even before actually. Like, that thing already has an insta-kill opportunity, but it's not even procting that, it's just that powerful. It'll be a nice time to have some mixed summons, but it doesn't seem like RNG is quite on my side with that at the moment. What can Sheba even do? You know what, she can have to summon. I have Magneto. And I say we haven't had a single Magneto proc yet this stream, but I haven't really been using my physical attack that much, all things considered. Oh, that's right, there's the whole mouse cutscene that explains what you do here. And you know what? I think I'm just not gonna deal with you. Salamander was blown far away! So yeah, that's the whole second effect of Gale. Like, it doesn't even insta-kill, it just Gale forces but not even that's a good example, because Gale Force you at least get experience from. It's like Hurricane from Paper Mario 1. That's probably a more accurate cinnamon, but even then, like, Airlift would probably be more accurate because that is a single target. I mean, I guess I got Paper Mario on the mind a bit. Everything that's been going on lately, that's not the craziest thing to think of. Who else can believe that they're actually remaking Thousand Year Door? I certainly can't. I don't know why I found that so funny, but what even is that? I gotta know. That sprite doesn't even look familiar in the slightest. Wonder when we're actually gonna find our first summon tablet. Cause I can't wait to actually start doing some multi-tier summons. Like, the battle mechanics are the one thing that I'm actually excited about in Lost Age, because it's pretty much it's exactly Golden Sun 1, but more. And multi-tier summons, or multi-elemental summons, is part of the more. So of course I want to mess around with that. Okay, maybe resistances play a bit more of a role than I initially remember. It's just like, yes, I know it's resistant, but it's a tier 3 summon, it'll be fine. Q pretty much eating that like it was a single grain of cereal. Alright, let's... the Golem Core. Oh, it's Fortune Materials. No wonder I don't remember it exactly. And you know what? Sure. I think we've seen everything that there is in here. Fought plenty of monsters. Seems like we're a little under level compared to peers. But I'm sure I'd catch up on that in due time. Especially because we're just going to be backtracking back anyways. Alright. Wait, it was like... No, that's right. I was gonna go, wait. Didn't I have to shortcut it? But no, I had moved shortcutted on R. In actuality, this is the Pound and Lash dungeon, so... There isn't really a good reason for me not to have that shortcutted. Oh well. Let's go... I haven't run into too many interesting items, unfortunately. At least now we should be able to go get the gin. Actually, let me take a quick look over in the corner. So we can save ourselves a trip back. That'd be nice. I think... Okay, so it looks like... Right is the side that we need to go. Wait, but how do I get back now? Alright. So, let's go right on. It was left. Right was wrong. And left is where it's at. Alright. Unfortunately, we only have one Mercury Gin, so I can't really, like, do fancy... I can't really have fun with summoning or anything. This is just for my... This is just for my sake. Alright, Oh, that's right. That's why I'm in this screen. See who's faster. So... Jenna has a Mercury Gen, so... Whoever does the summon needs to be slower. And you seem to be a good candidate. Though, actually, when I think about it, the summon screen doesn't even show up unless I have a Jin on standby in the first place. That would have been embarrassing to forget. Alright, little Jin, bring it on. Hail. Summon Mercury. Do you even have any water? Oh, you do have water moves. Perfect. So, I'll just use Kite on you so you can attack twice. Sure, I'll save Quartz for next round, because if it runs turn 1, I'd probably be screwed either way. Because if I could... Don't mind my silence, I was half hoping that I could just round 1 it right off the bat and just bask in the fun that was all that. But this rat is alright in its own sense. And actually, if I put you to sleep, you can't run away. So I guess it's worth trying at the very least. Awesome! Get everyone back up to full, and we can just pound it away with water boosted super cools until it goes down. Just like that. Now, it would be nice to get something besides a Mars Gin. Another Mercury would be all well and good. But Scorch isn't that bad. Actually, maybe I'll play around with this class for a little bit. And what was that? Like, give all fire gens to Felix for wall? Yeah, I guess we can deal with that. Jenna's class is kind of weird, but I'll mess around with that for a little bit. Problem is, it's been so long now I don't remember where I'm supposed to go next. If I remember correctly, it's Maybe I should have kept the random encounters off a little bit. Though if I couldn't run turn 1, that's probably a sign that I could use a few more levels. Oh, I only have... I don't know why I thought I had all 3. Maybe it's just my imagination? Then again, I don't think we've seen the flame card in action, so... that brings a little spice to this battle, if nothing else. Maybe there wasn't a advantage to having Felix up in the front. I forgot that he got all the utility synergy. Because I get the feeling I'm going to be just roaming around here a little bit until I remember exactly what to do. Ah, I can go through the fans now. Okay, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought. Okay, and there's the tongue. So it's just a matter of solving a puzzle for the thing that we don't need. Oh. Interesting, they took out the random timing element of it. God. Doing this while I'm commentating is certainly something. So, you know what? I'm not gonna bother talking. And it's just... I guess it's a sequel, so maybe that's why, but it's just coming to my realization that this stuff is probably on the same tier as puzzles you do in the last dungeon of Golden Sun 1. I mean, I guess the sand waterfalls are a little more tricky, but this feels like a more complex version of what do I want to call it? The puzzle from Venus Lighthouse. Yeah, let's give that a go. So Blue Wave should go in relatively easily. Else like that. Oh, and we don't even get the cutscene. We just get to move onwards, which I guess is fair. I just wasn't expecting it. Alright, and it's still just the ordinary... It's not even what I thought it was. It's just more forgeable materials. With that dungeon clear, and the black orb in hand, it is finally time to make your way towards the boat, and open up the open world part of the Lost Age, to the endless possibilities that a randomizer could bring. Or so you would think. For one, the boat itself is a mini dungeon you have to complete in order to set sail. And secondly, either because of constant forgetfulness or subconscious desire to put off sailing the open sea as much as possible, well, let's just say I somehow managed to find every possible distraction I could from here to the boat along the way. Oh, it's the boat! What do you know? Perfectly smooth without a single press of the speed up buttons that I may or may not have. Alright, you know, all this vesicle to the boat, I just realized that I never actually repaired the nurse's tap. So, that was all in vain. Fantastic. Oh, I just realized I never actually got weapons from town now that their ceremony is over. Well, I guess we'll have to put off going to the boat for a little bit longer. How unfortunate. So, realizing there was a whole new shop that I completely ignored, I backtracked and did a little shopping. Despite the endless possibilities for neat and interesting things from the randomizer, nothing really stuck out to me in this particular shopping trip. It was mostly an inventory cleaning trip, finding weapons to increase our attack, and occasional armor to increase our defense. No crazy unleashes that stuck out to my mind, maybe a few interesting secondary abilities on certain items, but I'm sure they'll come up later if they're that much of note. In fact, the most eventful part of the trip was not what we gained, but what we had to consider losing along the way. Power creep was coming for our fan favorite items. I even had to say goodbye to the good old nurse cap. And our beloved, the Magneto Unleashing Witch Rod, was not that far off. Maybe I should just rip off the band-aid and say goodbye to the weapon. Not missing a single thing. Oh no! We don't have enough money to get rid of the Magneto weapon. How unfortunate. Well, I guess we'll just have to hold on to that totally outclassed staff that we already own just a little bit longer. Alright, I think I put it off for as long as we could. Oh hey, it's the boat. I was gonna say, now that we have piers, we'll probably check out what's over here. Because surely there's something in these boxes. Yeah, they wouldn't put a puzzle like that just to have a dead end for no good reason. The question is, I don't know who I want to give that cookie to. No one doesn't really feel like anyone's really hurting for synergy. I mean, I guess Jenna can get it. We're gonna have to get rid of the Witch's Wand sooner or later, probably soon. And once we do, I'll actually be inclined to use her synergy a little bit. Then let's waste no time, we should set out for Mandra at once. Oh. So they're actually making us go to Mandra first? Well, let's warp yet again! This time it's not my fault. I actually wanted to progress the boat dungeon. But no, the game insists I go this way first. That reminds me, we still don't have reveal. I assume... Right, you. Freaking game won't even let me talk to you. That's not mine, Reed. There. I know you were in a lot of trouble, but so what was the point of coming back here? My god, like, I just realized how non-vanilla this is gonna get the moment I get on the boat. Maybe it won't be a bad thing that I'm dreading, or maybe I'm dreading going to the boat for no good reason. Though going back to town reminded me, there was a gin that we couldn't get because we don't have frost, but now we have frost, so I might as well get the... While I'm thinking of it, I might as well go to the Gondolin Cliffs. Get the item that requires a Ginny. And just move onwards from there. Might as well get the Ginny now, so I don't have to worry about it later. Speaking of which, I don't even have to worry about going through that entire pass. Oh, when did I get revived? I definitely didn't have that a level ago. Well, it was nice using you while we knew you, Quartz. I got this little gut feeling that you're just gonna be sitting in the back pocket for a little bit. Can I at least get you on a party member? That way if something happens... Nope, nope. It has to be all Earth or nothing. Pirate sword. Oh, what a shame. Then I can't equip it anyways. I guess I'll just have to sell it. Actually, wait. That sword was where the mushroom normally was, wasn't it? Right. My favorite part about randomizers is when I forget that they're a randomizer. So much for getting that gin now. Now I think we've exhausted all of our options. Let me just run back to the boat that's not on a fast travel point one more time. So, with everything else out of the way, only one thing remains between us and the grand open sea, and that is the boat that we use to sail it. Next time on our Lost Age Randomizer adventure, let's see what happens in this grand quest to take back our boat. Until next time, take care.